Okay, so I'm making Voyager's Love Spell this time, and since it's not good for cold process soap, I'm going to use it in a hot process soap. So I thought that it might work that way. And I also wanted to try sodium lactate in a hot process soap recipe to see what it brought to the hot process recipe. It's supposed to make it more fluid when it's done cooking, so we'll see. Well, there's no monsters. This is going to be a pretty big recipe. It's going to be 4 pounds because I absolutely love this scent, and I think it's gonna go really fast when people smell it. It's too bad I can't do it in cold process, but I gotta work with what I've got. And hot process can be pretty too sometimes, you know. We're gonna see if we can make a hot process pretty. That's what we're gonna do today. Now with this being hot process, I didn't actually wait until it cooled down into 100 degrees. I just, when they were both like, you know, within 5 degrees of each other, I added the live water to it. So they were actually around 125 degrees. That doesn't really matter when you're making hot process soap. You're just gonna cook it anyway, right? And you can add it when there's more than 5 degrees difference between each other, but you'll have to come back and you'll have to stick blend it into submission later if you do that. They will separate. And don't do it if you're doing cold process that way. There we go. It's definitely in a nice medium trace now. You don't have to stick blend it this much. It will get there on its own. So I turn it on low and then just set it aside to cook. Now I'm going to cook it for about 3 hours.
First we have to find the house. Edward, I'm looking this way.
Okay, I just wanted to show you this. It's full on gel phase now. So I just want to show you what it looked like for all those who doesn't know what it looks like. For hot process. And it is definitely a lot easier to stir with the sodium lactate. It looks more fluid, even now it looks more fluid and easier to stir. I'm liking it. Anyway, it's still got a little while to go. Okay, so it cooked for about 3 hours, and then I turned the heat off, unplugged it, and let it set. It took probably about an hour actually for it to cool down to like 160 degrees. So, and I'm still stirring it to keep it cooling down a little bit more faster. A little bit faster. Okay, just a second. I made a video the last time I was doing this, except in the background there was music, so I couldn't actually post the video. So my kids were watching a Disney show. This is my vitamin E. I put it in after the cook. So stir that. Alright. So stir that in. And this is the Love Spell fragrance oil. So for this one, I'm going to do an in the pot swirl, but I got to do it hot process style. So show you how to do that. Stir like crazy. So I'm just going to take some out. I don't know if you can see that. Yep. And this is some Merlot and titanium dioxide. Merlot mica and titanium dioxide mixed with olive oil. Then you pour it back in the main pot. Batch. Like so. stir it a whole lot. Voila! And then put it in your mold. I hope you can see that. Oops. So that's the 4-pound log in the pot swirl. Hot process. Should be wearing gloves. There we are. So I still have more left. So yeah, 3 pounds is never enough for that particular mold, the big one. But 4 pounds is always way too much. There we go. I'll scrape out the pot, and I'll probably make like one molded ball out of what's left, because there's not enough for another heart or flower. There we go. There we go. So I'm just going to put some saran wrap on them. Yeah.
Maya?
Alright, happy soaping, everyone.
Maya, can